Joining us now is Christopher, and we're going to be talking about live theater. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
What is the importance of the arts to you?
I work with kids between the ages of 5 and 18, and the confidence that they get from being on stage, being in a group and a really positive environment that encourages them to be themselves, encourages them to be a little silly, encourages them to have fun and not be self-conscious. It has changed the way that I teach, and it has changed a lot of kids in their lives. So it's the most important to me.
And how about you? When did you discover theater? Who was your favorite acting coach along the way, or who made a difference for you?
I actually started as a dancer when I
Okay.
was 10. I wanted to be a solid gold dancer. And so I used to practice in front of a mirrored window in my house. And my mom saw that I liked that more than going to soccer practice. So she put me into tap dance lessons.
Good for your mom.
Yeah, it was great. She's my biggest fan and my biggest supporter still.
That's fantastic. Now, one of the companies is called Jazz Hands, right? And I was saying I love that, and I do that all the time.
Right.
Like that's my joy move. You
Yeah,
know?
me too.
So I do that, and I also do touchdown. But anyway, but yes, I love my jazz hands. So when you were coming up as a young child and you discovered dance, and that kind of resonated with you, and so as an adult, you decided you wanted to now mentor others.
Yeah, I was a professional actor for many years, and you know, my mother is a teacher, and I always taught. I did children's theater tours when I was in college, and when I got to a certain age, my daughter was about 6 or 7, and I thought, you know, I think it's time for me to get Jazz Hands really going and start teaching the skills that I've learned throughout the years, and
Lovely.
and be home more. You know, it was
Now, did she
important.
want to participate as well? your
She
daughter?
participated for a long time, mostly because she had to come to work with me.
Right. Bring your child. My
yes.
kids too.
And I think she enjoyed it. And then at a certain age, around middle school, she was done performing, but she still runs the light board in all of my Jazz Hand shows. So
Oh,
she's
that's
always there and
wonderful.
involved.
Now, the theater that you're working at has a beautiful story. Can you tell us about that in the community?
So we just signed a lease for a space in downtown Glen Cove. I also am the artistic director and founder of the North Shore Village Theater, which is a community theater for everybody. And we're really excited to be building this performance space and this theater space right in downtown and really make Glen Cove a regional destination.
Are you doing original works? Are you doing works that you're I guess licensing?
Yes, correct. We're going to be doing all of it. We're just doing Steel Magnolias in the spring. It's going to be our opening the theater production. My kids are doing Descendants and Legally Blonde right now. We're doing Beetlejuice in the spring, and we're also going to be developing one-act play festivals. There's a lot of playwrights in our area that we want to feature and bring in and create. And there's so many talented people on the North Shore and beyond. We're going to have so much to do. It's going to be great.
Now, in all the countries, so our show is in 25 countries all over the world and coast to coast. How would one go about setting up their own theater group in their community? Where could someone start, Christopher? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I started by inviting people from Facebook to my house to talk about opening a theater.
Okay.
I had friends, as I was doing Jazz Hands, I remember I was backstage with my friend Maggie, who is on our board now, and her daughters were in the show, and she was doing their hair and the makeup and helping with costumes, and we looked at each other, and she said, we need to have a theater. And so we just invited a group of people, and that's how it started.
Mickey Rooney putting on a show.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
So you're just saying just grassroots, just implement something into action.
Right. You know, I've been talking a lot about this. I actually mentioned it earlier, is that I don't live in a world of what ifs anymore, because it creates self-doubt and procrastination, and you question yourself. So I just do. And when you do, it may not work out, but it's not a fail because you're trying. And I think that's great advice for whatever you're working on.
Yeah, just put something into action.
Just do it.
I
Yeah.
came up with this. I'm getting really personal here.
No, I love it.
Audience, I'm gonna announce something right here and now, just because Christopher so inspired me. So I'm sitting the other day at the dining room table, and I'm hanging up ornaments that Christopher Radko had given me from Heartfully Yours. And I'm hanging these up, and I said to myself, I was like, huh. And I decided finally, after all these years, I'm actually going to write the book. So I have these Live It Up tips of the day that I've been doing for years, since probably 2018. Christopher, and I sat down and I said, now's the moment.
Yeah.
Now is the moment. Because if not now, when?
When, right.
Right? So I hope, just like you, that we just are in the doing phase of our lives and not in the what if or could I or should I, but in the just do it.
Right.
So I thank you for being here. I've gotten a chance to read about your wonderful theater and the things that you're doing, and I celebrate you because for me, there's nothing better than that. I love to go see a live performance, whether it's music, dance, theater. I love acting. So we're going to have a good time together over the years.
We will. I hope you'll come to our opening night on April 4th.
I would be honored.
It'd be a nice
absolutely
party and a show.
Be there. And I hope that our conversation between Christopher and I inspired you to create your reality through your dreams. You could do it. Just take action. Maybe it's a baby step. Maybe it's a giant leap. I believe in you. Thank you for watching. And, go see live theater. Create your own stories. Just make it happen. And thank you for watching.